Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be testing the Anastasia Subculture palette in comparison to the Anastasia Subculture palette. Now this one is an eBay buy. Got it on eBay for £7 and it's a fake. Quite obvious, it's a fake. If you look at the packaging, this one's a lot more green, this one's a lot more blue, the writing's very different, the logo is very different, the back is pretty different as well. As you can see, this one, the fake one, has a lot more ingredients than the real one, and yeah, just very, very different. So if you get this one, it's quite obvious that it is a fake. Now I have already seen a review of this and I've tested it myself. I've got it out and had a little look. This is probably the worst fake I have ever seen in my life. Literally, no lies. I've not put any eye makeup on because I thought we'd try some of the colours. So this is the fake Subculture palette, and as you can see, it's a dark blue in comparison to, let me just get the real one out, to a matte sort of greeny colour. So the colours are quite different. So when you open it up, you've got a big mirror, and on the real one you have a mirror as well. Obviously this one has got a sticker on it with this symbol which you can remove, and this one actually the symbol is the fake one's got the symbol printed onto it. So colour wise, this is where it gets incredibly interesting. So the reason I got this was because so many people have problems with the formula of the real Anastasia that I thought it would be really good to try out the formula on a fake one, because I really like the colours on this, but obviously it is a little bit harder to use than some other palettes. So when my fake one arrived, I was super excited to see how they had done with matching up the colours, and they are the fake ones there, and they are your real colours. So as you can see, it's quite obvious that these ones are just nowhere near the same colours. They look kind of similar in the pan if you look at a very long distance, but really there's nothing in it. So what I thought I would do is I would do one look with one eye, one look with another eye, do some swatches, that kind of thing, and see how we get on. So I'm just going to take some of the biggest colours, well, the most prominent colours, and just swatch them on my arm. So finger swatch them on my arm so you can kind of see. So this is the real one, and this is Rowdy. So you can see there that you've got really good amount of pigmentation. So this is the fake Rowdy. Let's really get in there. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, this one's quite patchy and a lot more lighter toned, but still in the purple shade, but it's just nowhere near. Okay. So let's take the next colour, Axis, which we all know in the real one is incredibly pigmented. And we'll take the fake Axis. Okay. And although it's kind of a similar tone, it's much more patchy, and you probably have to really push with the pigment to get it out. So yeah, those two, I would say they're on the same kind of spectrum. You could probably make similar looks with them, but they're a lot, one's going to be a lot harder to work with possibly than this one. Let's take some of the shimmers. So let's take ones okay, I tell you what, let's try New Wave first. New Wave's always a good one. So New Wave is your kind of very sort of orangey tone. So that's the real one. Really easy to swatch, and then this is the fake one, and you can barely see it. It's really, really light in the pan. Okay. And interestingly, as I've been digging it up, it started to seal itself. Oh, brush has fallen out. So yeah, they are really, really hard eyeshadows. You do also get another little brush inside it, and it does actually say Anastasia Beverly Hills on it. So that is something. It feels quite good actually, the brush. So I'll be interested to try it. So that's just kind of an example of the type of colours that you're going to get. They are a lot less pigmented, and they are a lot more harder to get out the pans. The pans actually are a little bit smaller as well if you compare them side by side. So let's go in and do a little look with the palette. I think what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm going to use the fake brush with the fake palette, and I'm going to use the real brush with the real palette, and let's see how we get on. So the first shade I'm going to take from the fake palette is Dawn, and I'm just going to go in all over my eyes. I have prepped them with a primer. Okay, so I'm now going to go in with the fake colour Fudge in my crease. Okay, so as you can see already, the pigmentation from one comparison to the other is just, yeah, it ain't good. It ain't good at all. So I'm now going to go in the colour All Star, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid. And then I'm going to do that with the real one on the real palette. Okay, so this is starting to look really strange because I've got now two different coloured eyes. Okay, and I've just really packed that on, but I've just avoided the inner corner because we're going to go in with one of the shimmer colours. So the next shade that I'm going to go in with is the Electric on the fake palette, and I'm going to put that in my inner third. Just get this brush clean. I must say the fake brush is like super scratchy in comparison to the real one, which you can't actually tell when you're just like trying it. This palette is also really powdery as well. Okay, so I'm just going to take the fake Electric, which seems to pick up actually better than the real one, but here goes. See how this lays down. Okay, I think that's all we're going to get from this. This is literally, as I said, the worst palette ever. Being careful not to get any of this in my actual eye. Okay, so that is that one. And then I'm going to go in with my real electric. And hell yeah, baby. Look at that. Oh my god, I love this colour so much. Oh my god, it's just so pretty. Oh, I love it. I mean, you just can't compare these two palettes. I'm just gonna stop there, okay? You just can't compare them. It's a joke. You know, out of all the palettes that you can get dupes of and fakes of on the online, these two are the most different I have ever seen. So if in doubt as to which one to get, you know, just don't bother with the fake one. It's absolutely rubbish. It's so hard to get the shadows out. They are not pigmented at all. The colours are completely different, as you can see. It's just not worth it. So even though it's like a couple of quid, don't bother at all. If that said, you know, if this is all you can afford and you're looking for a nice palette, I still wouldn't recommend it. Soz. Anyway guys, I'm gonna kind of just finish this look and take that off, sort the mess out, and go back in and do something better. And I'll catch up with you at the end of the video. Okay, so this is the finished look. It's just, I mean, I absolutely love this palette. This is like heaven in a jar. Or, well, I keep saying that about stuff recently, it's like heaven. But this is just an amazing, amazing palette. It's definitely worth the money. It's just so pigmented. You can make some really beautiful, beautiful looks. Don't bother getting the fake one. It's not worth it. And as you can see, I'll take you over to the light, but as you can see, you can get some very, very dramatic looks, which are really fun and cool to play with. So guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will catch you all later. Bye!